Check. Check. Can you hear my voice? Well. Let's do a sound check. Okay. We're good to go. And welcome to the show. You may have heard that tune on my Facebook page. I recently published that on there because it's just an unfinished project. I was just sharing with people, say, hey, check out the progress on this. I started working on it, and this is what I got so far. Excuse me. Tonight, I want to work on the drums a little bit because last night, off camera and off stream, I threw together something real quick, and I kind of got the feel of what I wanted, but I want to dial these drums in now, if I can. So I think I'm just going to tinker around and see if I can do anything with this. Unfortunately, the way this old DAW is set up, I can't get the producer edition anymore. I wish I had known that. And it won't allow me to use extensions or plugins within the app. It doesn't have that last friggin' feature. I don't know. So I have to cheat and record internally as a wave and create my own drum loops out of the friggin' drum app that I've been using, Easy Drummer 2. So I found a couple of grooves that gave me the feel, the sound I want for this track, and I used them to kind of keep myself in tempo when I recorded the riffs. But now I want to kind of see if I can doctor the drums to fit the riff a little better. There's some some snare embellishments within this 4-bar loop that I want to trim out, but I want to keep it 4 bars. You know what I mean? So I got to trim this out, copy the part that I want to keep, and try to rebuild this drum without MIDI. So if I had the feature where I could use this inter-app, I'd be able to edit the MIDI file, which is something I'm on the fence about upgrading, but, if I have to learn a new friggin' DAW, I might have to learn a new DAW, right? But for now, this is how I've been tinkering with stuff. If I get it right, I'm going to drop it onto my GarageBand, onto my Apple phone. So going from Windows to Apple and making them play nice and all that, yeah, it's fun. But if I do this right, like I did Tools of the Divine, I think I can get it on the loop table and then mix the chorus and verse sections a little more flawlessly than me cutting and pasting and moving shit around on this. So I want to dial in the drum loops a little bit and maybe create the stems to transfer the guitar riffs and everything to the GarageBand. And if we even get that far, I might even do a screen share with my phone, because I learned how to do that on this Windows computer, and kind of show you some of the GarageBand work after the fact. You know what I mean? What I do with these things sometimes. And yes, I'm hoping that eventually I throw some vocal on it. I want to do another track with vocals for my album, and this one almost has the feel I'm looking for. I want something aggressive, something a little more raunchy, a little less friggin' instrumental. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. The top line, I haven't labeled anything yet, but the top line is the drum tracks. And I probably should have saved my work in Easy Drummer in case I needed to reference back to the original. So what I'm actually going to do is create a duplicate file and tinker with that. In case I screw it up too bad, I'll have the original still to start over. So let's just save this arrangement. And I'm going to add the word copy. Where am I? Copy 1. Okay. So now we're working on the one up top says copy 1. Okay. So what am I doing? Well, first of all, I kind of explained it a little bit. I want to remove some of the snare embellishments in the middle of that drum riff. Let me zoom in. So we're going to need to really be able to see these wave files to dial this in. Oh, that might be a little too aggressive for now. Let's back it off a little bit for now. Okay. Now, the beginning of this song, let's start this out. I think I want to keep the entire riff with the snare embellishments in the intro, because I've got a pretty generic rhythm intro, just chords, kind of getting a feel for the notes in the scale of the key that I want to mess around with the rest of the riffs. So it kind of gives you a clue as to where I'm playing, I guess. But I also threw in a wiggity 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 kind of friggin' solo-y thing, flashy jump in, because there's not going to be much soloing in this one. I want to focus more on the lyrics and the format. I mean, maybe later on when I get more of a finished product, I might feel a need to drop in some solos here and there, but for now, I just want to get the main meat of it and get the direction it's going in, and I got to come up with vocals for it, which is another problem. I've got this great idea, but I got no idea what I want to say. I just know how I want to sound. I don't know what I want to say. So, like I said, this first part, I want to keep these embellishments. You'll hear them. It happens twice. There's like a snap, snap, snap with the snare, and then I think there's like a 4 snap with the snare that kind of matches the chugs in part of the next riff after this. So I want to kind of trim out the first 3 snaps and maybe keep the last one and see if I can get it to line up with the riff better. Because it almost seems like it becomes unsyncopated. If you listen to it really closely, it almost seems like the drum part becomes unsyncopated with the riff, even though it stays in tempo. which is what I used it for. Basically, it was just to keep myself in rhythm so I could record this part. But like the drum almost works, so I want to make it work. I want to see if I can get it to fit. I might just be talking out my ass. I don't know if I can do it. That's why I made this copy. So the first part, like I said, it kind of works. I left a space. See, and part of my problem right there, the intro, I believe, what is that, like 10 bars? It's an odd number. And it starts the rest of the guitar riff mid-drum loop, which is part of the syncopation problem, I think. I could slide it over till it lined up with the start of the guitar riff, but then I'd have to extend the beginning back to the beginning of the song. That's not that hard. I think I can do that. There's non-destructive editing, or I can just do copy and paste. Alright, so let's zoom at least the whole. Okay, I gotta move it all over. Oh, but when I zoom out, I can't see what bar it's supposed to line up to. Yes, I can. I can still see it. Let's put a marker on it. That's right. So what I'm looking at is the middle one, is the rhythm guitar riff, or one of the rhythms. This track, I did that wall of guitar thing, where I play the riff, and I did it my way, the way I kind of figured out how to do to make it sound kind of different. Play the riff once with a guitar pick, and a second time without the guitar pick, the way I play with just the side of my thumb and stuff, because I do all the time. I don't know why, but it's just a habit I do. and I found together, if I use the mixer and kind of pan one left and one right a little bit, it gives it that more professional wall of guitar sound. So that's, and I kind of purposely left a gap so you can hear one start and then the other one kick in. I don't know why, but it worked out that way. But anyway, I made this marker so I can move these drums over now. Zoom back out. So I just want to get the start of the drum riff to match the start of the heavier guitar part on the first beat of the measure, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's, there we go. It's out of sync. Let me switch the views here so you can see a little more what's going on. Alright. So I just slid it over. Like I said, now I gotta extend the beginning, because it'll sound funny. The guitars and stuff will start with no... I want that in-your-face start, everything all at once. You know what I mean? So that kind of screws it up. See what I mean? So let me see if I can just... oh no! See, it's I have to paste it. I'm gonna have to cut. Because I made it so when I get to here, the drum riff starts with the other guitar part. See, that's going to be interesting trying to cut out that friggin' middle snare part without MIDI. That really limits me. I have this idea of what I want to do, but I don't have the tools yet to do it that way. So what is missing in this one would be this section right here. Basically, it's the same size, and it's the end of that, which would be the end of that loop, and which would fit back in the beginning of it. So if I select that, let me zoom in on it, make sure. Yeah, it's a good even. Oh, it's a little off the line though, isn't it? Oh no, it wasn't. It's all good. So now I gotta select my scissors. I'm going to zoom in some more. Oh, see, it doesn't really... Maybe that's why it's not syncopated. You zoom in far enough, I might have messed up the clip to begin with when I made the loop. Because that beat, whatever that is, a bass or snare, you see as I stretch it out, it doesn't actually fall at the beginning of the measure. There's this short, dinky leftover sound before it. Choices. Do I want to tinker with it that bad? Not tonight. If we succeed tonight, maybe I'll try to get more. But what I want to do is cut it right on the friggin' part. We're gonna do it this way. Screw it. Alright, so now I got that little section, the end of that riff, drum riff. It's about the size of the missing section in the front, and it's the end of the riff, so the loop should fit. So if I copy it, I might bring my start marker back, where I can, right on that line, right? It should fit from there to there. It should fit. Let's paste it. That looked like it fit. Let's see how it sounds. It's actually kind of good with that friggin' with the snare. That's a good jump in. And it's got the when it ends, that intro and jumps back into the regular rhythm, that syncopates now. I liked that because I shifted it over to match the start of the actual song and not the intro. might have actually fixed it. And that one still lines up. I kind of don't like that dep part in it. I just want the obnoxious snap, 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 steady obnoxious snap, you know what I mean? Oh, maybe I should edit this one instead of the other one, because now I'm on the fence. Now that I slid it over, I like the syncopation. It like, jeez, I don't know. Any opinions? Any viewers got any thoughts on that? Yeah, I want to get rid of that middle. I just want to keep going snap, snap. I really think I want to try to do it to that one instead. What's really cool though is that intro part that I clipped. That'd be a nice fill for like a bridge between the chorus and back. I don't know. I get weird ideas. I'm like a squirrel. Because I did a separation of the drum parts between the riffs. I don't know if you could noticed it. I'm gonna see if I can hear it. Did you hear the toms? I threw that in there like kind of an introduction, like, hey, we're changing from the chorus to the verse, or vice versa. You know what I mean? So, and that I just threw that together in like an hour last night. You know what I mean? So I'm getting really picky about it now tonight. I want to really pick at it, and I might be getting too picky. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this syncopation over here. See, up until there it sounds great, but then right here where it's got that piece again, it's just that one bar. 15-1. Is it one bar? No, it's like, is it 1.5? There's the line. There it is. I gotta look for these double arrows where the loop stops and starts. I'm looking at, so it's 2. Yeah, 3 beats. It's 3/4 of a measure. Why doesn't it? So my guitar riffs, they're freaking 4 bars, right? Yeah, but they're lining up on the 3s and the 1s because I shifted. Okay. Oh, it's really funky because I shifted everything over to begin with and left a space in the beginning for any video stuff, you know, a thumbnail and title page, title screen type kind of thing. I'm having a hard time deciding if I want to try to clip this. Without that MIDI, I can't be absolutely certain that I'm going to clip it where I want to, you know what I mean? I just want those snaps, and it looks like it. The 3 biggest, this first one where the red line is like the tallest of the waveforms, and I think that's like the first snap of the. It goes bap bap bap. I think. Oh man, I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Snip it, pull it out, and see what it is. Let's do it. Screw it. Can always put it back. Well, let's just copy it. And we'll paste, and it did it right over it. Let's drag it down here. Solo it out. And see what I grabbed, actually. Oh, I think I nailed it. So if I take that out, let's mute this channel down here. Alright, so if I cut that out, can I take the will the piece that size fit back in there and remain the constant bat? Will I nail? Am I gonna be able to nail this? I don't know. We're experimenting tonight, guys. Don't do as I do unless it works. Okay, wait and see. We're gonna fuck around and find out. Oh shit. So I want to cut that one on the line. Let's zoom in so I get it. Well, yeah, that's right on the line. We're good. I'll get the scissors out. Because I think that's about the same size. From the 3s and the 1s were off the one measure mark for some reason. Because I have to make shit difficult and record stuff out of time and then try to match shit afterwards. Although I wrote the guitar riff just jamming out. I was like, hey, I gotta set shit up and record this, and then I started trolling through the drum selections, like trying to find something close enough I could play it at the same speed and record it so that I could clip and do weird shit to it if I need to and have it be in tempo, but it just doesn't line up on the markers because I don't start shit right on 1 all the time. Again, I could probably shift everything over and make it on. I could make it line up with the 1s again, I guess. I don't need such a big space in the beginning for video. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so I made the clip. I'm hoping that snap, because it was pretty generic. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a big one, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. The big one, 1, 2, 3. Big one, 1, 2, 3. And this one has a big one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know what that might be. The other snap roll. I keep saying snap. I want to say it's a snare, like an embellishment, instead of just a single snap. I don't know. Well, like I said, only one way to find out. I'll fuck around and find out. So let's copy it. See, this is why I did some of this work last night off camera and stuff, because I get distracted. I try to get explaining what my thought processes are, and I think like way ahead of shit sometimes, and I get talking, and then I fuck up what I'm doing a few steps back, But tonight I'm just tinkering and editing, so I figured I'd hang out. Yeah, I already copied it, right? Copy, so let's paste it and just drag it over and see if that fit. I'm gonna zoom out so it doesn't go by so fast on the screen here. Oh, I think I just lost the spot. I should be right in line with this one, right? So this is the new, this one, red one is the new piece, I think. Oh, let's solo that out. I don't know if that sounded right or not. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I want to get rid of that. I know what that, the big one and the 7 other little ones is the other one I want to get rid of too. So that'll keep it the boom, snap, boom, snap, boom, snap. Kind of like the other half of the song over here. Snap, 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 snap. See how it's got the steady, but it has that little embellishment, but most of it is that steady snap, snap. I want to get the first part to sound more like that. And I think I just did a section of it. It actually worked. Now I gotta like zoom around and find all of that spot and do that to every section. Get rid of that friggin' embellishment. I want to hear that again without everything. See, I can get rid of that one back there. Well, that one back there is good because that kind of introduces you to the tom fill. And then into that one. So I can leave the one on the end. That one kind of works, I think. But I believe there should be at least one more. I think for some reason the guitar riff is like a partial measure here, and then when I kick in with the second guitar, it's the full measure length, full measure length, full measure length. So 3, I say measure length, whatever these bar lines, it's going from whatever to whatever. Yeah, I'm real technical. I really know what I'm doing, don't I? But it's working, so what the hell. Oh, that is like drinking Alka-Seltzer. I didn't want to be up all night on caffeine. I've already had like freaking 10 cans of soda, so I stole one, a 0 sugar Sunkist out of the fridge that doesn't belong to me. But anyway, so when this one starts, there's going to be that right there. Okay, I see the bar. Oh, I keep losing track of it. I want to say it's 12-4 to 13-3, but it might be 13-1 to... Oh, damn it. I lost track of it. And when I zoom in and out, I kind of lose track of what I'm interpreting the wave lines as. So it actually worked on the last one. If I do it right, I can do this again. Just gotta figure out where the hell I took it from and where I put it. Well, actually, you know what? I bet I can just paste it. Oh, what happened? Whoa, what the? Okay. Why did it make... I don't want that. Why did it make the rest of the shit disappear? Why is it doing that? Whoa, that's weird. That can't be good. Oh, I went too far. Went down in the graveyard. Shit. Where is it? I think it's going to be right there at the 13-1. I really think it's going to be there. Oh, shit. I don't really even know what I just did. I'm losing track. I did this one, and that's the one I just copied. I have a copy of it here, but where does it go? It goes on top of this one. So I gotta find the match to this one. There we go. I'm getting somewhere. So I gotta match up this one. Where is it? Oh, people know what they're doing, looking at me right now going, what the fuck are you talking about? You are nuts. Yeah. I do things the hard way sometimes. Oh, I lost it. I gotta do it by ear. Alright, it started at 13-1. I'm almost positive it started at 13.1. And if that's the case, I need to clip it on the other side of the length of that one right there. And at 13.1. So we're going to clip it at 13.3. 3 and 1. I think I said that too, didn't I? See, distracted squirrel. It happens. Lose focus and concentration. Forget what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so if I delete this shit, that's the one I just separated. Yeah, delete that. And this is the new copy. That's the old one I was trying to match. This is the new copy. Okay. So now it should be just a more of a steady, like a four on the floor kind of boom snap boom, but with the freaking double bass. See, I'd like to change that a little bit to match more of the chugs, but I don't have the MIDI, and I can't do anything about that without the MIDI. But that would be nice. Yep, that was smooth. Alright. Is there another one I want to take out? Bap, bap, bap. I heard it. And I'll leave that last one at the end because the bap, 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 bap. That one's kind of, I don't know. Okay. Okay. So we gotta find one more. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oops. $17.1 to $17.3, I think. I think it's gonna be $17.1 to 3. Let's fuck around and find out. Alright, so it's already... Oh, I didn't cut that one. The other side. 17.3. Alright. I probably should have zoomed in and made sure I was right on the line, but I'm going to trust that it kind of intuits that I'm on the line in the zoomed out position. It should be accurate. I've had it not do it right on the line sometimes. When I zoom out and clip it on the bar line, if I zoom back in, I find that I'm actually a little off the bar line for some reason. Let's take this out. And I need another copy of... Oh, which one was it? Oh, no, I forgot which one. I think it's this one. 13. Where am I? 14. I know it was 13.1 and 13.3 was one, right? I believe that was one we made, so let's copy that one. I just don't want to grab the wrong part because I've clipped it up so much that the remaining pieces are about the same size. I don't want to grab the wrong one. Copy. We'll try it. Let's get back over here and paste it right in place. There we go. Now back up a little bit and see if that's the right one. Okay, now here's the bigger question. did it work with the riff? Oh, here we go. Hopefully I fixed it. Oh, I don't... You know what? I think we might have used the wrong section. There's like a ride and a crash that I'm hearing in the wrong spots. It's kind of throwing it off a little bit. I might have grabbed the wrong generic section I was trying to friggin' duplicate. Oh no. And if I do, I gotta do it all over again. Or trim out the section I just reconfigured and copy that whole section and replace the section over here where I repeat that friggin' guitar riff. Because we got the same problem over here with the snare embellishments. See, it'd be so much easier if I had a live drummer that could just record these stems for me that actually fit the riff, you know? Hint, hint. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. There's actually a couple of you. Anyway. Decisions. I don't know. I'm kind of upset that I don't like the way this. I'm not 100% on this friggin' piece. Okay, I think I have a solution. It just came to me. There's two sections side by side, the same size, and then this piece, and then a single. What did I do? Why are there two side by side right there? Which ones are those? That's the one with that friggin' crash I don't want. See, I want that. Oh, I think it's the hi-hats that I'm hearing that I like better. I think it's the hi-hats. Like open hi-hats. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. And then the crash one, I don't. This is just a copy. I can do whatever I want to it. where the part that I like is like the very first part, right? Which is just the hi-hats. No, it's not. It's a back and forth between the hi-hats and the friggin' crash here. I don't know if I like it. This is gonna be insane. If I do what I'm thinking about doing, it's gonna ruin everything. If I can find just which bars the hi-hats are on. I think it's this one. I can almost see the difference in that wave and this wave. I think this one's the crash. It's either, and I think it's a crash and a snare at the same time. I think that might be bugging me. I want the hi-hat one. I don't think the snare and the hi-hat are I don't think they're together on that part. So if it starts there, or are these all the lower ones down here, the hi-hats? Is that what I want? This is gonna be crazy. Alright, I think that's what it's gonna be. So if I take it from here, this quarter bar marker, am I on it? From there to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 fucking feet. Oh my god. That's not an 8. Oh dear. I'm really gonna mess this up. Because we're gonna fuck around and find out. We're gonna learn today. Oh dear. I think it's I think oh, I'm gonna fuck around and find out. Might as well. I can't see if that's on the friggin' okay. And it's not highlighting the one I'm isolating. It's this one I'm isolating. Well, let's find out. Let's copy it, paste it, grab the new one, put it down here. Whoa, whoa. Not that far. Just wait. Now I lost my place, didn't I? I think it was right there. 12.2 and like 12.3.3 or something. I'm really fucking shit up. Let's solo this one. Get rid of this. Solo this one. Unmute. We're gonna. God damn it. I'm gonna lose track of where I started. Let's see. It's not exactly 12.2, is it? Yeah, it is. 12.2 is where we started. Alright. Okay, hold on. Now, let's see if my idea works. What did it do? Put it up here? Oh, it did. Wait, and it gave me the wrong one. I want this one. Put this one back where it was. Thank you. Now if I put them together... Nah, it's clippy. I hear the fucking clipping. Like I said, maybe I'm just getting too crazy with it. to listen to it like 100 times. I'm so analytical as shit. That's why I love. Oh, hey, Kubrick Lover, 1972. The Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, you figured it out. You figured it out. I think you're the first person. You're the first person I think to figure that out. I don't. Now that you've figured it out, I'm gonna let you in on something. For a long time, like all my videos, like all the EDM stuff I was making and shit like that, it kind of had a little theme thing going on with the titles and stuff. But if you watch the videos, or there's a lot of theming shit in there. Sometimes I'll have the Matrix code in the background. Like one of them, I think it was raindrops, but it was also, if you look closer, it's a little Matrix code mixed in with the raindrops. And everything I did back then, I threw that green hue on it. I don't know if anybody ever noticed that. Like all my videos from a certain point back all have that greenish hue that some people didn't even notice the Matrix movies were green. Did anybody else notice the Matrix movies all had a green hue to them? Like watching it on an old friggin' tube TV, you know? It just had I don't know. So I just thought that'd be a little fun fact. Oh, so let me hear this again and see. With everything except for the graveyard. Let's mute the graveyard again. Here we go. Yeah, it kind of works. Alright. I'm actually gonna say I kind of like that one now. I think I fixed it. I get rid of the extra snare snaps that I just didn't. It made it seem really out of sync, even though it was still all in beat. It's not as perfect as I'd like it to be, but I mean that worked. I mean I'm trying to keep bobbing my head with the beat and listening to the guitar to make sure the cadence still kind of lands right, and I think it works. Now I just gotta replicate it on when I redo that riff. But I was also thinking, like I did this one, I had the tom fill before changing riffs. See, I think I did a tom fill and a snare fill, or I took part of the snare from the end of the other riff at one point and threw it up here, which is why it was already clipped small in one spot before we started this. I think that's something I copied and put over here to snap the snare, snap back into the original drum part. But the rest of the original drum part, I believe, is now out of sync because we moved shit over. We moved the drum part over without moving the guitar riff. We fixed the way it syncopated with the first half, but now the second time we play that riff is... Yeah, see, the riff starts a friggin' half a bar before the friggin' bar starts there, so... And then the second guitar usually kicking in on the first beat of the actual... Like, the first part of the riff is kind of introductory, and it's a little shorter than 4 bars, I believe. It's like, because honestly, I fucked up when I was recording. Hit record and get ready, wait for the moment, and start. And that first initial, I think I screwed up the first initial chugs to as the intro to the track, as far as where I was going to cut and loop it. But I played the track enough times that the second time around I had the beginning and the end. So I clipped it, but I left the first one as like a precursor to it. And then when I did the second guitar, I let the precursor play so that I could get my timing and start right in on when the riff starts again for the right way. And it worked. It made it sound kind of cool and lets you hear the stereo effect and the wall of guitar kick in. You know what I mean? So I kept it because I was like, hey, that kind of happy little accidents, you know, like freaking like little trees and oops, a little cloud here, a little extra waveform there, a little missing bar there, but it worked. So I gotta. So now focus. We're gonna try Squirrel. I'm doing it again. This is why I recorded it last night without going online, because I just wanted to put something down without getting sidetracked. So yeah, I gotta recreate that or copy that section and line it back up and fit it in and replace this. Instead of recreating it, I can just duplicate it, right? If I get it in the right spot. Because I believe this little section, I don't know if you can see it on the sides of the screen with the screen share, but the two little arrows here indicate, oh, I guess it isn't. The snap is part of, is the snap part of the tom fill riff? The loop? Let's find out. Let's copy it and isolate it. Let's find out. Copy, paste. Let's put it down here in the graveyard. And solo out the graveyard and hear what that is. Ah, yeah, the snare buildup is part of the... Okay. And I started the guitar riff way into the tom part instead of starting it right on the drum part for that riff. I'm thinking out loud, don't mind me. I'm trying to work out how I'm going to adjust this and get it back on track and get rid of those extra snare, I call them embellishments. I don't know what it makes it more obvious that the piece is a loop when you get the same little snare fills every 4 bar, you know what I mean? So I'd like to smooth it out a little bit and make it more of a one piece thing. You know what I mean? A little less often. So, which we did on the first half. And I'm making it even harder for me to make the stems for GarageBand too by chopping it up like this. This is going to be so... but once I do finish this and put it on GarageBand, it'll be solid friggin' waveforms again without all the cuts. And it'll be manageable. Because I'm hoping to put it on the loop table and format this and do more than 2 or 3, you know what I mean? Right now I've got it doing the first riff, like a bridge or chorus, and then the first riff again, and that's it. Just to get the idea down. But I want to format it and do this, you know, the verse like 4 or 5 times, whatever, you know what I mean, and come up with a vocal part so that I can actually tell a story, you know, create a song out of this. And again, my creative process is probably so friggin' out of touch with the way anybody else does shit, and I don't care. Oh, so if I'm gonna get this to start back up, this one starts off the bar measure though, because of the drum beat. Like technically, let's zoom out so I can grab it all. Technically, if I grab that and the the main riff really starts on that bar, and I pull it back to there, I have that gap still to fill. Now, what do I put there? Do I do... Oh, I know what I do. I already got a piece right here the same size, and it's part of that drum riff. We moved that in the beginning of this video. It's going to serve the same purpose. It's going to give us a snap and drive us back in. I gotta step away from here. Hey, cool. Transfer me over to the Roku, man. Digging it. Yeah, I made sure I grabbed some fast food on the way home, and I chowed before I got on tonight. So I'm good for a little while. So I got that. I'm going to copy it. And we're going to put that in that little space right here. And then I think I can actually delete the rest of that and copy the other part and put it over here, so long as I played... See, it looks like I played the riff more times than... Well, no, 1, 2... It starts right here, so... Oh, that's the drum fill. Did I just mess it up? I moved the wrong part. I moved it after the friggin'... I think that's the toms. That's the tom fill. And the chorus or bridge or whatever the second part is. I'm supposed to be moving... Oh, I know what I did. Undo. Bingo. I want to grab it up to... This is the other guitar riff. Starts somewhere in here. So... Oh, why is there a gap there? What's that gap? Oh, dear. Oh, shoot. That fixed it. I don't know if that's what happened, if I accidentally dragged it over a little bit. Hopefully I didn't just use the non-destructive editing and throw a fucking... like an eighth of a beat off. The whole thing an eighth of a beat off now. That would really suck. So let's verify this is where I want to be. Let's unsolo the graveyard. Yeah. Say that riff 1, basically I'm going to call it from now on, is right here, starts here. Oh, I remember what I did. That's actually the right size. It's not the beginning of the first one where I had to fuck up. I copied the good part, the second half of it. So technically I could drive this all the way up to here and have the wall of guitars come in together at the same time. But it still doesn't solve my drum issue. It starts in the middle of the toms. Okay, back to what I was doing. Let's grab up to the red line. Now that I have it marked, we want only those, and we're going to slide those back to match up where that riff starts. And then I think... No, it's not big enough. That's too big of a gap. Okay, let me hear that. Whoa, that wasn't... Oh, yeah, Yeah. There's no fill on that one. I didn't put a fill in between them to start the riff. And I didn't put it in, I didn't start the other first drum riff in the right spot. So this one I can just cut back to where the guitar riff starts the new drum part, and then I can basically, I think I can put this whole thing in the friggin' garbage down here in the graveyard for now, and try to get one from where this one started and all that work we just did up to, I want to say, well, we could throw the toms in there again too at the end, right? And prepare it for the next. But that would kind of screw up my idea for dropping it in GarageBand, or would it? No, actually, I think I would keep it. Again, I talk to myself, I think out loud. Don't mind me. I really... okay, so that is... so that is where it starts. I believe. Or was it? Yeah, because I made it line up with this one. Because that's the shitty beginning of the first guitar riff. So actually, and I did the same thing on that one though too. So I guess I should keep that, because that'll line up with the... yeah. So we're gonna go from here. Somehow... oh shoot. You know what I gotta do? In order to make a box and grab certain sections, I gotta be off the graph. If I do it in here, all I do is move shit. So what I want to do... oh, how did I do it? There's a way to move this down. Bear with me. I can't remember how to do it now. How did I move tracks down? I've done it before. It's not in that. How did I do that? Oh, there it is. Okay. You wouldn't think it's an effect, but it's in the effects tab. Move track down. Alright, so we gotta start with this one. Move that down. And then we can move this one down. And then we can move this one down. Now I can grab from here. Oop, missed. There we go. All the way to there, I think. Nope. Shoot. Try again. From here to there. Oh, why is it grabbing it to there? Because that's where it ends. Yeah, that's right. That's right, I think. So now if I copy all that... Oh, God help me if this works. This will be like a time saver. Even though it's taken me forever to do it. And now paste. That didn't work. What did it paste over there? This little tiny thing. What the hell? What are we looking at? Undo. Oh, that's undo move. Undo creating it. Thank you. And look, it's not really on the fucking line. Why is it not on the line? Again, I'm probably screwing shit up. Now I gotta figure out where that was. I was grabbing everything again. Why didn't it copy all that? From the shitty intro to... That's like what I label my shit. The shitty intro, the screw up part of the beginning of the riff, to there, I believe, is the tom part. Fucking copy that shit. I'm gonna hit copy again. I'm gonna hit it again. Now I'm gonna go all the way back over here. Don't make me waste my time. Thank you. Ooh, look at that. Now, did it work, though? Does it work? Let's, that worked. Let's hear the whole thing so far. Thank you. Oh, it's looping, it's looping, it's looping. Okay, so I had another thought. Where's the... over here. Now, the beginning of this one isn't the shitty intro to the riff. I used the full correct part, so I don't need to leave this gap. Because I don't know, you mentioned the guitar tone. I don't know if you were on earlier where I described how I created that wall of guitar sound, where I play the track once with a guitar pick and then I play it again without a pick and just like using my finger, my fingernail and my thumb and stuff to create kind of a different sound but still play the same riff, and then pan a little bit left and right with each one to give, and I leave the gap. The first half was because I screwed up that beginning of that riff and I had to wait for the riff to start right to get into it, but it made it kind of dramatic how it pauses, kind of, you hear a little bit of it and then it jumps in and it's the wall of guitar. And then I recreated that over here even though I didn't need to. So I'm wondering if I can just drag this guitar part back over to the beginning and have it line up and play properly and match, or if I have to leave it where it is for them, because right now they're synced together, you know what I mean? But I don't know why it's not lining up on the bar lines. I'm kind of confused looking at it. Unless when I started the first one, I did an introductory to get in sync. I think that might be what that is. So technically, I can undo if I don't like this, right? Okay. Should well, that should line up, but I don't think it does. Let's solo these both out and see if they are matching. Nope, way off. Let's try something real quick. I think it would be right there to make them sync back up. No. Oh, I can't get them to sync back up like that. Undo, 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 undo. Okay. So why does it sync up at... I don't get it. See, that one starts right there, and the riff ends at this bar and starts new. So why does this one not... Did I do an introductory chug to sync up with it at the end of the friggin' first bar? If so, could I just remove it and then slide this over to match? No, it didn't work. Unless, oh, that's not a looped riff. That's all one. That's why it's not a loop. I played that out for each bar. Oh, okay. I don't remember. Maybe I did a second recording instead of copying the first one and bringing it over. Maybe I did play it. Let me go back and look at the other side. I thought I just did it like a 4-bar and looped it, but maybe I played it like 8 or friggin' 12 or 16 times. Yeah, it's not clipped. That's all. Oh, okay. So I didn't loop it. I actually played that out. Okay. The second one I looped. Yes, I remember that. The second part I looped. Because I added a little embellishment at the end that I didn't like. It didn't really fit with the syncopation of the drums. And I chopped it out. I see. I did leave the shitty intro. I did leave the shitty beginning. This is an exact copy of this. And it starts the same. Yeah, okay. That's why it won't line up, because the beginning of that riff, there's one less chug. It's a little bit shorter than the actual rest of the riff. The repetitive part of the riff, anyway. I get it. Okay. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. I don't know. I've been listening to this all day, trying to come up with lyrics for it, and and now I either go from there to that middle section again, or create a third guitar riff, as you know what I mean, for you got the chorus, your verse, okay, maybe a bridge, you know what I mean, something, another part to it, to kind of break it up, instead of being this, that, this and that, this and that again, this and that again, do this and that, this and that, and then this, and then this and that, and this and that, and then this, you know what I mean, kind of format it out a little bit. So, decisions. And then I gotta think about how I'm gonna stem this out so that I can format it that way on the live loop table the way I did Tools of the Divine, because that made all the difference in the world. Like, all this editing and clipping and sliding shit over and trying to keep, live loops table works so much better as long as you get your loops clipped properly. That freaking live loops table, man, I was so amazed when I discovered that. I love that thing. I want to utilize it more. Thinking. What you having for dinner there, bub? Is it tasty? Got some eggy wags? Oh, shit. What time is it? Oh, it's still not that bad. I actually did what I wanted. I think I did what I set out to do so far today. I got the drum part kind of straightened out. I know it's getting repetitive, but I listened to shit over and over and over again, analyzing every little... Maybe I could raise the volume of that, the lead solo thing in the intro, huh? Yeah, that's not as audible as it should be, isn't it? And you can see it in the waveform. It's quieter here.
And I've already sectioned it out apparently. Oh, you know what? No, the same volume level. It's just different frequency, so it didn't normalize the same. The low chugs had that more bass tone to it, and it really took up more of the waveform. And then the soloing stuff, the higher tones, it's a smaller waveform, and it's got that. You turned on the normalize after record feature, which I think that's why it squashed that one down, and it doesn't match as good. But if I crank it up and try to match it by ear, I think it becomes too voluminous and becomes distorted. Let me see. Oh yeah, see, the mid-range here is hitting up into the green and yellows now. I'm almost hitting. It's not that bad though. It still hasn't hit the red. It's about the same level as the rest of. That actually kind of works. I gotta hear that again. Quit jabber jabber and focus on listening to it. I want to hear it again. I might go a little bit louder. You know what I could do? Oh, I hope when I move my tracks down that my mix moved with it. We gotta check that. Let's open up the mixer. Make sure the mix moved with it too. My left and right panning and stuff. Yes, now it's on 3 and 4. Okay, that's good to know. See, cool. It moved, automatically shuffled it for me on the mixer. Point being, though, I now have this empty track up here, and this solo is kind of... Oh, I just moved it there. More of a feature at the beginning of the song, and to make it more in your face, like I want, with the drums crashing in right at the beginning, everything. I think I'm going to separate that into a separate track and leave it panned in the middle. So that one's going to be... I might have to turn the volume back down now that it's going to be dominant on both ears now. Let's see what the difference is. Way louder. There, I turned it down a little bit. Now you got the panning to one side, and the wall of the guitar, the panning on the other. Does that work? Why are they on solo? That was weird. At some point I gotta EQ this a little bit, take some of the bass out so I can leave room for a bass guitar. I don't want to... I'm already... The whole mix peak meter is in the red, but it still sounds good and not distorted, because if you look at what's... all the tracks don't hit the peak, you know what I mean? So it's just the combination of them all together. I'm right at that max at the peak. If I go any higher with stuff, it's gonna start sounding like crap. So I gotta EQ some of the bass frequencies out and leave room for that bass, or it's gonna overload the shit. It'll start clipping, I think is the term. Chicken noodle soup. That sounds good.
Yeah, quick and easy to make too, man. Crack the can, pop it in the microwave. Done. Few dishes to do. Chicken noodle soup. Yeah, this is a decent mix. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm tempted to keep going and try to find a third riff for this, or do this, stem it out now and send it to GarageBand and just use the two and format back and forth between the two. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I don't know. I might have to sleep on this one. I'm stoked. I actually succeeded in cleaning up the drums, getting them. They're not 100%, but they're better. They fit better, I think. I could almost trim back this guitar part over the friggin' toms a little bit. And make it more like a drum solo. Let me try something. Just for curiosity's sake. What if I... Oh. What? What if... Oh, hey. Slow down there, Beavis. Why is this little teeny piece clipped? What did I clip that for? I don't remember. So I gotta move this back, and I gotta grab this one and put it back on there. And it should still be syncopated because I didn't shift anything. I just trimmed this back to start around the same. Let's see how that sounds. Back up a little bit. Is it better with the pause? Is it better with the, more emphasis on the drum solo there? Maybe the guitar could, maybe I could get rid of that clip. Because that didn't seem to fit because I slid the other one back. Yeah, that one doesn't need to be there. Let's get rid of that one and pull this one back up a little bit to start with. Yeah, okay, I think that... I did hear a little discrepancy in there. I think that was what it was. Yeah, I think that slamming into it like that instead of doing the panning thing, I think that's better. They're still panned, but now they start at the same time on that one. Because we do the panning thing anyway for this riff. We don't need to do the panning thing on every riff, right? That ending, for some reason, I keep hearing a Green Day.
add some visuals. Oh, it didn't work. Huh. It didn't work.
Come on.
Come on. Fucking demo.
Come on.
This DAW is really cool. Check this out. But let me save this before I freaking crash it. Alright, now let me move the graveyard down a few. Move the graveyard down a few tracks here. Actually, this is just a copy, and it's come out really well. If I want to go steal anything from the original, I can just go grab it from the original one. Let's get rid of all this crap. Let's clean this up. No need to mute those. Like, I can take these visuals and just drop them here, and then I can stretch it out. I want it to go, let's say, to there. Then let's grab. Oops. I didn't want to demo it. I wanted to grab it. Put it up here. And you can add your own videos. You can grab, you know what I mean? This freaking DAW is so extensive for the age.
Come on.
Oh, I keep double clicking by accident. I mean, it's a full audio and video editor. There are video assets. There's video effects, 3D audio effects. I can. There's so much shit in here. Tiles, text. What are these? 3D text. And then you can sit here and edit this crap. You can change there's so many things you can do to this thing, and this is one of the oldest friggin' DAWs I've even heard of. People I talk to a lot of, like, it's what? I never heard of that crap. On loop. Those are some pretty colors.
That was just for fun. I'm not making that part of the track or anything. That was just kind of cool to watch. Trippy, dude. Well, I think I'm not gonna rush this. I am happy with what I've got so far. I'm gonna save, making sure it's saved. Oh man, all these archives. Oh wow, you want to hear something? All right, before I go tonight, I'm gonna share something kind of personal. This is probably 20 something years old. Back when I first started recording with the tape on the mixer, and my kids in diapers. Wow, that's a trip. Oh, that takes me back. I missed that vocal pedal too. That was a cool pedal, the Votech. Yeah, we said no to our children a lot. No, no. They were like taking turns with the headphones so they could hear what the other one sounded like and stuff. It was fun. And then one of them tries to do their ABCs. Oh, memories. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I'm gonna take it slow with this track. I want to work it. Like I said, I'm on the fence now about adding another guitar part. I'm gonna have to tinker around and play with some more drum beats. I want to find something different. You know what I mean? Another drum change up to throw in there, and then I think I'll do the stems to GarageBand. God, I keep thinking about doing that and how hard it's going to be now that I've clipped this all up. Like the intro, I'd have to clip to that drum part to match, line up with all those in the loop table. So I'd have to cut it there and create that as a separate track, mute everything, and then export just that stem, and then do from there what we just created today and altered would be another separate track and a stem to send to the loop table. It's just a matter of getting them started in the right spot, like these guitar parts here with the gaps. I'm gonna have to do some creative thinking about how to stem them out separately and still have them syncopate with where I clip and stem out the drum parts. It's doable. I know I can do it. I've done it before, and
just as fucked up as this one, so I mean it's not nothing new, but it's kind of tedious. But little by little, we're gonna pick at this. I think I'm gonna continue with this one. I'm currently working overtime and stuff at work, and we don't work late. We go in early so that we can still get out around the normal time and have a life. Zombified, but we have a life. Which is why I'm able to be here tonight, you know what I mean? I got home at a decent hour, got my grub, and then I had time to fire up and hang out, so. And as always, I appreciate Kubert Lover 1972. You hang out with me the most, dude, and I appreciate you. If you weren't here, I'd be talking to myself, and I just sound crazy. So, thank you for joining me, and any lurkers. I see there's a few other viewers that, that you don't want to chat, that's fine. I don't mind. You can just hang out and watch. But I'll be here repeatedly. Like I said, I think I'm going to pick away at this one. So, until then, my friends, rock the fuck on. Oh, you know what? Oh, it glitched. That I had that timed and it didn't work. Let me fix it. I'm gonna send you out with the what we got so far. Oh, I soloed that track with my kids, and I removed the track, but I didn't unsolo that friggin' track line. Do 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 do. The beauty of doing live shows all by myself.